I thought I'd do an update on the greenhouse. I know it's been a while since we've posted anything on the greenhouse, or probably anything in general. We've been in winter hibernation. So it's what, late January, and this is what the greenhouse is looking like right now. We'll just start and work our way around. Scott is trimming up the bottom leaves on some broccoli. So we have all of our broccoli plants. We've already harvested some. This is the second round. This was something new I tried this year. It's zucchini, which obviously isn't new, but it's called the Cassata Romanesco, and according to the heirloom seed place that I bought the seeds from, it has a cult-like following. So this is a Tostada Romanesco zucchini. Tostada stands for ribbed. I've already cooked some of it. I really liked it. It's got a pretty strong but unique flavor. I'm not really sure you liked it very well.
That was okay. It'd be okay good in spaghetti.
Yeah, next round I'm gonna grate it and put it in my spaghetti sauce. I'm always sneaking greens in that way so that Mr. Freeman will eat them.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend them. And they're beautiful plants. Absolutely beautiful.
Yep. Cool. And this one here is going to Frank. Frank. I mispronounced that last name. That's not what it is. We're gonna cut that out, actually.
Oh, great. Okay.
Need to fill up the water. We used enough that we need to top it off to the top.
How much water do you think we're going through right now?
About 35 gallons a day. 35 to 40.
This has been a new experiment for us. We've, you know, you learn when you go and you read about watering vegetables or even landscape plants or even hay fields.
Yep.
The motto always is water less frequently and more deeply, and your water just shot out. But we're using a professional grower's mix. It's very airy.
Yeah.
And
drains really well.
Yeah, so we've been like really putting the water to it to see how it could handle it.
Seem to be doing.
And yeah, I don't think we've had any. The only thing we had a problem with was our fault because we didn't punch holes in the bottom.
Little guy.
Yeah, poor little.
That was literally the best squash out of all these, and I did that.
One day we come out here and it just is like.
It was a beautiful plant.
And it looks like death, and I'm like, what is going on? And we're trying to figure out, and it didn't have signs of bugs, and we had no idea. And then a couple days later he finally figured it out that there were no holes in the bottom of the bucket to let water drain, so that was totally our bad. So but other than that, we've been I mean, we water decently every day or close to every day, not like 1 cup. We put a decent amount in, but it makes sense to us that if you don't let it go through extremes of drying out and then being really wet and drying out and then being really, really wet, and then on top of that, when you put the water in, it drains so well. If you do a deep watering, then that water just runs through the pot and drains out the bottom, and it takes out nutrients that you've been feeding it with your organic fertilizer. So I don't know, it's working for us right now.
Yep, seems to be.
So filling up our bucket that we let the chlorine dissipate out of.
I'll pH the water and put some CalMag in it.
This is some crazy lighting, like half of your face is shaded.
I'll put some calcium, magnesium in the water and some pH down. I think the water is it's around 8.5, way high. So I take it down to between 6 and 6.5. I just believe that everything should be pH, you know.
Well, you really
I'm no
started
scientist.
practicing that when you realized how much it affected our hay fields growing.
Yeah, pH is a huge deal in anything you grow. I'm sure y'all know that. I'm not telling you anything. And I can't collect rainwater, at least right now. I couldn't collect enough anyway. I'd have to build a gigantic...
Oh, you mean for like a hay fields?
No.
Oh.
Even just for this.
What are you talking about? You have a huge barn with a huge surface area. You mean you couldn't collect it because of the container, the vessel,
I
or
had
whatever?
like, 1,200 barrels sitting around here full of water. I was thinking of mosquito.
Yeah.
Now this seems to work pretty good. We let it air out. It's got some high mineral content, but these plants are a little more hardy than you think, especially if you get the. That's one reason I keep the pH right in the water.
And here is this section of tomatoes, which is third stage of tomatoes that we've planted. These are all my heirlooms that I got that we had probably just started, that you saw seedlings in that last video we posted on it. They're all up and flowering and ready to go. And then we have the one that were about medium sized the last time that we posted about them. They're all fruiting and doing well, and we've actually been harvesting. And that goes over here. There's more of them. As they get bigger, we have to find them new homes so they have room to get sunlight and breathe. Try to not make a shadow. We were really worried because we had some days, like we set records here where it got down to the 8 degrees, and we were concerned whether the greenhouse was going to stay warm enough at night, but it went through it like a champ, no problems. It stayed close to 70, maybe mid 60s at night. I'm telling you, you wouldn't think that just a layer of air between 2 sheets of plastic would do much good, but it's amazing. There's one that's about ready for picking. And then back behind me where I just came from is more of my heirlooms. Nice, healthy, pretty new leaves. Collard greens. And then it's probably a little shaded. It's hard. We have a lot of really tall plants now. But I have a row of beans, Blue Lake bush beans. And then we have peppers that are in desperate need of transplanting, which we're going to be getting done this weekend.
Yeah.
And then I have a few things in here. It's a hibiscus type plant. More peppers that are going to be getting transplanted. My herb container with different basils, Thai basil, parsley, cilantro. And then this, I have 2 of them side by side, is a nasturtium. It has edible blossoms. Got a couple of them blooming if I can do it without getting in the light. And then he was sitting here blocking this earlier. Here's our Brussels sprouts. See if we can get in and see these little babies. They're coming. And then down in the center on this side, I have a variety of kale. I've never tried this before. It's called truncata or truncata kale, and it's supposed to be similar to collard but less bitter. And I still haven't tried it, so that's coming up. And then some curly kale and scarlet kale. We put them in smoothies, salads, and then in things like beans. Add greens to them. And pretty soon it's going to go in my homemade dog food. That's purple cauliflower, some more herbs, and then we have purple cosmic carrots in this one, and we just watered, so that's why the tops are a little disheveled. And then I also have a little bit shorter version carrot over there in this corner. And we're trying to make use of all the room in here. So behind the tomatoes, we have spinach, and it goes all the way down to the end of the greenhouse of different kinds of spinach and lettuce and some beets. It's really congested in here now. And now we're starting seeds for the summer.
That one needed it badly. These aren't doing anything.
So I just wanted to give you an update and say, hey, we're still around. We're still kicking.
Fixed to be eaten. Hopefully.
And he's about to be doing more work in the fields. He's going to be, what, chisel plowing?
Yes.
And then it'll be here before you know it. You'll be sprigging another field. So,
I'll be spraying again in about 2 weeks. So that'll probably be maybe we'll do another video before then, but for sure in 2 weeks. When
yep.
I'm spraying, so.
It'll get active and pick up again. We've just been laying low and eating and putting on our winter weight, and
Sure.
Now we're saying, okay, we need to like rein this in and kick our butts off the recliners and get outside and get some work done.
Yep.
So that's it for this one. New video coming in at least a couple weeks, maybe even sooner. Until then.